Okay, so I'm back. I had to cut the weather experience video short because the tornado sirens were going off again. Don't like it. So I was going to do two book reviews, so I guess I'll start with this. I haven't been to the library to edit photos or to do makeup reviews or book reviews or even get the blog together because these storms, I just don't want to leave the apartment. uh, I'm terrified to go outside because of the hail being so large. Some people not far from here got baseball sized hail. That and tornadoes. I have a deathly fear of tornadoes, so the sirens are not helping. So, anyways, I read this, which is a kind of side story of the Lunar Chronicles. It's not in um, it's not in order because the order's on the back. It goes Cinder, Scarlet, Crest, and then Winter. Winter's coming out soon, or it might already be out. When it does, I'm definitely getting that. But this is like a sub story, like in the Divergent trilogy. Uh, Veronica Roth did a book called Four, which was like Four's story. This is Fairest, which is Levana's story, Queen Levana. I think that's how you say her name. Um, so this definitely gives you an insight on her past and how she came to be, which I thought was really interesting. Um, it's definitely sad how she came to be, but I with the way this is, it's like a futuristic fairy tale, I guess. I mean, because they live on the moon and Earth and they have like pod ships and everything else. So it's like, I want to say, but this is probably not the accurate description for it, but it's like Star Wars mixed with, you know, Little Red Riding Hood and kind of like Snow White and Cinderella and Rapunzel, but not quite. So that's the best way I can describe it. But it's very uh not as like, oh, fall in love, fairy tale, happily ever after type thing. It's more of fall in love, fairy tale, this is how I came to be, whether it's good or evil. Um, so yeah, I definitely think after you read the first three books, you should read this, because it's definitely, uh, it's so worth reading. Just her background and stuff is just, it's, how do I want to put this? It's very traditional, but then it kind of makes sense later on, like, oh, hey, this is like why she is the way she is, but it's kind of like traditional in the sense of this is how she became evil because of jealousy of her niece and her stepdaughter. So, yeah. So I did like it a lot. And it explains her veil that she wears because of her glamour, because mirrors and like videotapes and I guess port screens, which would kind of be like FaceTiming, I guess, they show people without their glamour, which is bad for her because of something that happened to her, which is why she has glamour to be the most gorgeous woman in the world or whatever. So, yeah, I definitely recommend reading the series and this. And I'll do separate book reviews on these on the blog once I finally get to the library and they're is no bad weather and I'm not like fearing for my life because I'm afraid I'll die from a tornado or hail or lightning or all three. I did want to show this though. Isn't that gorgeous? This is I believe this is the Lunar Palace. And I got this from the library. But I just saw this in the front of the book and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, if that's the Lunar Palace, that is just amazing. But yeah, it's so gorgeous. I really like that. Like, I wish I had that as a poster. If this gets made into a movie, that better be a poster. That, and then her, and then, they should have, the 3 covers for that. Well, 4 if you count Winter, which hasn't come out yet. And it actually comes out in fall 2015, which I read. But they should definitely make those as posters if it ever became a movie. And I hate saying that I want books to become movies because I really hate it when books are turned into movies and they're nothing like the books. But if they followed that word for word and made that into the movie, I would definitely go see it. I would support it 100%. They should make it into a movie anyways because I think it would be very, very cool because it's like futuristic. But yeah. Alright, bye guys.